JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Hi guys. Before we go into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. Now on to the news. 2 rifles seized. Wanted man captured in St. James. The St. James police are reporting that 2 rifles were seized and a wanted man captured following a joint police-military operation in Mount Salem on Thursday. According to the police, the rifles were found along with 4 magazines. The Caribbean Search Center and members of the Jamaica Defense Force were also part of the operation in Cotton Lane in the community. The police said the magazines recovered include 3 that are compatible with the rifles and 1 designed for a pistol. A wanted man, Andino Burnett, was arrested during the operation. Burnett has been wanted by the police since last year for possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The police are also reporting that another gun was seized during an operation in Hilltop Retirement in Granville on Thursday. According to a release from the police, an ongoing commitment to combat illegal weapons and ammunition and to apprehend individuals wanted for various crimes led to the operation in the community. Reports are that between the hours of 4:30 p.m. and 6 p.m., a premises was searched and a bag containing a Ruger pistol with a magazine affixed was found buried under bushes at the back of the yard. 2 men have been detained pending further investigations, the police said. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is appealing to Jamaicans to join the police in their fight against crime. Anyone with information that can assist in their efforts is encouraged to call Crime Stop at 311, Police Emergency at 119, the NIB tip line at 811, or the nearest police station. 3 injured after car crashes into tour bus in St. Ann. 3 people narrowly escaped death on Friday morning after a Toyota Probox motor car collided with a tour bus along the Runaway Bay Main Road in St. Ann. They were taken to hospital with serious injuries. The latest crash in the parish occurred about 8:30 in the vicinity of the Club Ambience Resort. According to reports, the driver of the Probox was transporting 2 people to the Sangster International Airport when he overtook a line of traffic. Approaching a corner, he failed to keep left and slammed into the tour bus that was returning from the airport. The 3 occupants of the car sustained serious injuries. They were removed from the vehicle by firefighters and transported in an ambulance to the St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital. The driver of the tour bus, who was the sole occupant, was not injured. The accident caused a traffic snarl that was quickly cleared by the police. 2 shot, 1 fatally in Hanover attack. A man is dead and another known nurse in bullet wounds after they were attacked and shot on a beach in Hanover on Thursday morning. The deceased has been identified as 37-year-old Wade Phillips, otherwise called Scatter, a vendor of Orange Bay Road in Logwood, Hanover. Investigators reported that sometime after 10 o'clock, Phillips was at his stall at the Bloody Bay Beach in Green Island, conversing with a 38-year-old farmer when they were attacked and shot. The police were summoned, and Phillips was found dead at his stall. The other victim was rushed to hospital for treatment. Mother and daughter charged with St. Bess farmer's murder. The St. Elizabeth police have charged a mother and daughter pair for the murder of Francois Vassell, a 23-year-old farmer of Roses Valley District in St. Elizabeth, on Monday. They are 24-year-old Amanda Stewart and 43-year-old Lisa Muir, both of Roses Valley District. The police say about 2:45 a.m., Vassell and Stewart, with whom he was in a relationship, were engaged in a dispute that escalated into a physical altercation. Stewart's mother, Muir, reportedly joined the altercation armed with a machete. Vassell sustained multiple wounds and was subsequently transported to hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. The women's court dates are being arranged. Gun crime offenders urged to seek lesser sentences by assisting the police. Senior Deputy Director of Prosecutions Andrea Martin Swaby is reminding the public, specifically offenders in gun crimes, that they can obtain a sentence below the mandatory minimum of 15 to 20 years if they assist the police in a meaningful way. Speaking during the opening of the Home Circuit Court Easter term on Wednesday, the senior prosecutor said that though the new Firearms Act was passed in November 2022 with an important provision, it is sometimes lost on the people of Jamaica. Under the legislation, if you assist law enforcement in a meaningful way, the sentence can go below the mandatory minimum. And I think the office wants to highlight that because assistance doesn't really mean that you come and give evidence or you choose to go that route, but assistance can be that you help the police to get rid of the guns off the street. If you help law enforcement in a meaningful way, then we can entertain negotiation of sentencing as well as plea negotiation, Martin Swaby said. She then implored the members of the private bar to have those frank discussions with their clients. It's a win-win situation, she stressed, while highlighting that since the passage of the new legislation, the gun court had not been getting many guilty pleas. Maybe it is that persons are not aware that if it is that they assist, then their sentence can be reduced, she added. Further to that, Martin Swaby also reminded persons that early guilty pleas for all sentences generally attract reduction. Her pronouncements came as she was highlighting the list of tools available to the prosecution and the defense in dealing with the vast number of cases before the court. Also, their disposal, she said, is a provision for both parties to agree on documents and to engage in plea bargains to get cases disposed of more quickly. In the meantime, Martin Swaby, while giving a breakdown of the number of cases listed for the term, noted that rape and crimes against children are at an alarming high. On the list prepared by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, there were 210 rape cases. The Easter term, however, opened with 924 cases, with a significant majority of the matters, 824, accounting for matters that were transferred from the previous Hillary term. Of the total, murder continues to dominate the court list, with 339 being traverse matters and 33 new committal cases. The trend also continues with sexual offences being the second most prevalent, with 484 traverse cases and 35 new committals. Rape accounts for the majority of sex crimes, with 210, including 21 new cases, followed by sexual intercourse with a person under 16 at 158, of which 7 are new matters. There were also 36 cases of grievous sexual assault and 27 cases of buggery. Among the list of cases for this term were also 20 sentencing matters and 2 cases that were transferred from St. Elizabeth. Although the task of clearing the list may be daunting, Martin Swaby emphasized that the greatest resource that is available in the justice system are human resources. She then credited all the stakeholders while thanking the court reporters, court registrars, prosecutors, members of the private bar, witnesses, jurors, and the police. Singling out the jurors, she encouraged the people of Jamaica to serve when they are called upon to serve and not to shy away from jury duty. Oftentimes, when anything happens, the people say, "We want justice." But the truth is, the justice system wants them to be able to dispense with justice, Martin Swaby asserted. Shanika Gray's aunt asked court to show no mercy to kill her. The aunt of murdered 15-year-old schoolgirl Shanika Gray has given a chilling account of how her niece's death has upended their lives and has asked the court to show a convicted killer no mercy. The ripple effect of Shanika's murder, Nikita Gray said in her victim's impact report, has caused Shanika's cousin to adjust the way she dresses, an effort to avoid attracting attention from ill-willed members of the opposite sex. Because of your crime, my other niece is not afraid to traverse the streets of Montego Bay. She's even afraid to attire herself like a girl because she doesn't want to be a target from someone like him, stated Gray. The report was read by the clerk of court in the St. James Circuit Court on Thursday during a sentencing hearing for Gregory Roberts, the man convicted of killing Shanika in 2017. Gray said the family is finding it hard to cope following the gruesome sin of her brother's first child, who was loved by the family. She said the teen's murder has caused deep depression for family members and she herself suffers from hypertension. She believes Roberts should be severely punished for his crime. "I never wished death on anyone until I met Gregory. He makes me sick to my stomach. You have shown no remorse for slaughtering my niece like an animal," Gray said in the victim's impact report, given and signed at the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, Sissoko office in Mount Salem last month. Gregory Roberts needs more than just a slap on the wrist. He should not be able to commit crimes like this and get away with it. Today, Your Honor, I ask for no mercy when you make your decision in sentencing him. He deserves life in prison with no consideration for parole. It is time that he is held accountable for his actions, added Gray. During the sentencing hearing, 2 supporting witnesses from St. Thomas, one of whom is a district constable, were called by Roberts' lawyer, Chemio Paris. They testified that they had known Roberts for 30 years. They described him as being a good person while growing up in Cedar Valley, St. Thomas, and were surprised to hear about the crime of which he was accused. A social inquiry report done in St. James and St. Thomas has indicated that Roberts has maintained his innocence and showed no remorse for the crime for which he was convicted. Shanika, who was a grade 10 student at the time of her death, was found dead 3 days after she had been reported missing. She was last seen alive in Montego Bay while on her way home from the funeral of a schoolmate. Roberts and his co-accused, Maria Morrison, were later taken into custody in connection with her murder. Morrison pleaded guilty in September 2022 after entering a plea deal with the state and was sentenced to life in prison a month later. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.